when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. Robinson. Open man here, Sims complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Robinson on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you, punk.
2nd and 3. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 4. Switch. Check safety. Hey, switch gears. Quick the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down. Perkins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Mike 50, huh? Mike's 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Off play action. Perkins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Saunders. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Perkins. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brings up second down.
Back to throw. Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 2. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Robinson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 55.
Now Robinson throwing again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Accelerating, and off he goes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off the play fake. Perkins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Robinson throwing on first down. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out.
Those helmets get right back out there. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Robinson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten there.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To throw is Robinson. Throwing after the interception. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Robinson operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Robinson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Robinson now to throw on 2nd down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DK Metcalf His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point from McManus is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, 96.
To throw on second down, Perkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Hines. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Silver.
2nd and 9 now. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Carson tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't have it. We got nothing to
Looking to throw. Perkins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like that. Watch the run. Mike. 96. Hey, we got to get this stop.
Back to throw. Perkins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Perkins. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jordan. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Sanders' kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, fellas.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Robinson, off play action. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Robinson off the play fake. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Elliott. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On 4th down, Robinson. And this is caught. He hits more. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my home team. I'ma let it go like blah, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like.